Hammer. Say hammer.
Check. What's happening? Woo! Blow! What's happening, guys? I'm back! Day 2, end of Stoptober 2019. Yes, yes, yes. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Are you out there? Is Facebook working? I don't think it is. I think Facebook is broken. Whatever, man. Screw Facebook, I guess. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome back. I'm feeling a lot better today. Despite not getting very much sleep last night, so I don't know. It's kind of weird. Facebook's not working. Come on, man. Well, I guess Facebook is a piece of crap. Right? So I don't know if you're probably not many of you saw. If you're tuning in now, you probably missed yesterday's broadcast because it was like late at night and it wasn't really it was late at night and nobody really tuned in other than my Indian friend, Yang, I think he shortened his name. It was like Shivo Yangoham. What's up, dude? In case you missed it, my new single Fnord is live on Spotify now and probably a few other digital platforms. I'm pretty proud of this track. I think it's a good representation of my style. I mean, it's got like those vocal cords are literal chords from my vocal cords. This is a little chop of me harmonizing from one of last year's tracks. But you know, it's drum and bass, it's got the beatbox stuff, and it's got the vocal things, it's got fresh arpeggios a little later on. And the amen breaks, man, drum and bass. I love it. Pretty perfect representation of my style. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Are you out there? Are you? Anybody? It looks like it's all good. Looks like it is all good. Let me pop out the YouTube chat, at least. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but YouTube is, I think, my primary platform this year because my SoundCloud is full and I don't want to pay for that because I'm not making any money from my music. I mean, I know that's kind of a bad attitude. You gotta kind of kind of have to spend money to make money, right? Anyway, end of Stoptober 2019. Here we are again, making music every single day. That is the goal. If there are any other producers, musicians, artists, whatever out there, feel free to join me in my quest. You know, embark on your own creative quest to end the creative stagnation and just create things, just make stuff every day, man. Every day this month, and honestly, I really should try to keep it going past this month into every day for the rest of my life, honestly, but especially this month. That's the goal. So, pew! Today, as you see, I've moved my, well, I don't know if you saw yesterday, but I moved my keyboard over, got it plugged into my main workstation so that I can use it to work on some stuff in my DAW over here. And, okay. So that's Fnord, that background track. Check it out. Today, my idea was to kind of build on this track that I started a few days ago. Called it Fireworks, spelled all silly. But I started, okay, I'll just leave these off for a minute. I started this track as part of a challenge in the You Suck at Producing Discord. Shout out to You Suck at Producing. Shout out to DJ Underbelly. He and his Discord community have been a big source of inspiration for me over the past year or so. But the challenge was to create something with an ostinato, which is a repeating melodic phrase that just repeats throughout the whole track. And I kind of started this, but I didn't really like the melody things that I came up with. So I wanted to take the percussive, like the percussion foundation, and build something on top of that. And we're working at 120 BPM. Can you see everything? Is anybody talking to me that I'm not noticing? I see somebody's tuned into YouTube. I'll try to have this chat window open. And hopefully I'll see if anybody is trying to talk to me. Alright, so anyway, here's how the track sounds. Just I kind of like these chords that I had in there. But so here's the basic the basis of the track. It started out with fireworks. So I have these fireworks sounds that I recorded on the 4th of July actually this year. Percussion fireworks 2019. Can you hear them? Oh. this crackle. It's one of those fountain, you know, shower of sparks things. It's a little tube you sit on the ground and it just goes. But those, you know, the crackle sound from it is kind of pretty similar to vinyl crackle, I think, and it adds a nice texture for ambience and stuff. And then that thing. So anyway, I used some of those sounds to create this loop. At 120. Yeah, so 120 BPM. And then I beefed it up with a nice kick. Oh, a couple kicks. So one of them is, that's the sub kick, and then the top kick. This top kick came from Bruce Reams, by the way. If you're out there, shout out to Bruce. Brink snare. That's one of the dudes in the You Suck at Producing Discord who's really talented, and he uploaded some samples in the samples to flip. And then my favorite Superbox snare. So altogether I've got this melodic, or this percussive foundation. What up, dude? I'm glad you're actually awake and tuning in. I can do this, right? That turns that down. Kind of interesting. How do I still hear it full volume? Oh, it's coming through twice? Hold on. Oh. Oh. And then you cannot hear it if I do that. Okay, I see. Alright. I think I've got things sorted now. So, the crackle is deafening, like it's too much. I know. So it's still really rough. It's just like a foundation that I wanted to build on, but I really like the housey vibe. I'll turn the fireworks down, I guess. Without it. That's all it, without it, it's just kick snare thing. So, yeah, I just wanted to make some kind of housey thing. Honestly, I want to start over, kind of. So, but I also like these chords. So let's see here. I'm just gonna harvest this section, crop project to selection. So I have the fireworks, the basic thing. Wait a minute. I also kind of like my sequence over here, but I could recreate it. Yeah, alright. So I have all the percussion here. I'm just gonna get rid of these and I'll keep these chords. The chords sound like this. Okay, so that's the basic idea here. I don't need this. These are the tracks I used to lay out and then render this fireworks thing. Screw you, man. Your chords are gay. But that's okay, you know. Chords can be gay. That's their lifestyle choice. And I accept them. I accept them for the chords they are. So, alright. And then I want to save this as something else. I don't even know if I don't know why I would save it as something else, but I am. Here's my end of Stoptober 2019 folder. This is day 2. A rhythm? I mean, sure. Where's my chat? I don't have any kind of chat widget set up on this computer yet, so I'll just have to stick this over here where people can see it. Oops. Oh yeah, and then keep it on top or something. Discord. Oh, well, it's probably too much trouble to try to do it while I'm streaming. I just wanna work on this. So I don't know, whatever chords. I might make something else. But I had these other sounds in here. Little bell. What do I got? Oh, Dext. Trying out Dext. Dext is pretty cool, but I find that a lot of the sounds all kind of sound the same to me. I mean, I don't know. I haven't like tried to figure out how to design my own sounds in there. I've just looked through the presets. And then there's another synth, another Dex synth. I mean, there's a lot of different sounds in there. Oh, it's muted. Oh, with this Valhalla Freak Echo on it. This is a really cool echo plug-in effect. Okay. I had some ideas though earlier. I really want to be able to hear. Is that too obnoxious? Word. Let's hear what my friend has to suggest. Oh, okay. Did you do that just now? Like just live into your phone? Check it out, guys. Live beatbox shit, man. Okay. I don't know how I could record it into my mic, I suppose. I'm gonna keep this window just smushed over here so I can see the chat. Okie dokie. So anyway, I don't know about these synths. Alright, so we got this basic foundation of a beat at 120 BPM in a loop. I wanna consolidate the You're a tad annoying. Well, the thing is, I just don't have it, it's not being compressed or controlled in any way. Is it? Wait, oh, that's leads. Drums. Here's all my drums. Yeah, that thing is just wild. So let's put a Nova, TDR Nova, with 4-band dynamics. But I mean, that's my the texture that gives it character. Honestly, I need to add more hi-hats and stuff like that. But let's also Ozone, yeah. Elements, I got it already. Oh, where is it? Ozone 8 elements. Yeah, it's just super basic. This is free right now. Like, what is your name, dude? I need to be able to refer to you. Aw Yang? Is this Aw Yang? Is that your, how you are, what you go by now? Oh, it's only until tonight? Yeah, I caught wind of this and grabbed it. And honestly, I don't, it's like, it's alright. But, you know, it's just this, it's just these 3 units, and I guess it's all you'd really need for a basic master. But I also have a copy of Ozone 5 that I use when I'm trying to do things proper. And honestly, uh, you know, I build my own mastering chain most of the time anyway, out of other plugins that I have, and it works. So one thing, let's see, I have, should I go with that one? I'm trying to decide whether to glue all the drums together first and then start working on stuff. Like, I have this high pass, probably not enough. Double it up. Loop, please. Do you hear that? Holy crap. Aw Yang is your real name. Okay. Nice to meet you, man. My name's Nick. My real name. But you can call me Phaser. So that's boom boom. Do I want to glue these kicks together? Is it at a good level? The boomy part is almost too low. It's just like adding sub frequencies that you can't even hear. But you can feel them. You can feel them in your chest if you have a subwoofer like I do down here. Okay, so let's get some kind of synth thing running. I know I wanted to add some strings, and I don't know. Let's see about these chords. You don't like those chords? Advanced Basic Rhodes. Keystone Classic Rhodes. Oh, but I know that. Oh, and this whole leads bus has an echo on it. I know that I want to move that to a separate send bus. I just know, but I'll leave it on there just in case. And then send it. And then make sure this is wet only. Okay. DLA. But the whole leads bus is going to have a compressor, and I just use the stock compressor because it's good with my side chain preset that I probably need to update. Is that how I usually do it? No, kick side chain. No more weird knee. Kick side chain, aux input, so then we need an extra channels 3 and 4, and then the kick. See, that's what I was trying to decide which kick to use as my side chain. Or I could always like do a synthetic side chain effect, you know, an LFO. But I'm gonna use the top kick because it's got most of the signal. And we'll send it over here, but sending it to channels 3 and 4 so it goes to the side chain. That way, but like maximum and pre-fader. You hear it now. So I got my side chain pumping kick effect. And honestly, I mean, I like these chords. We'll jump off from them. There's also this. But we can go ahead and double this up and make the chords do something else at the end of the second phrase. Right? Give it a little bit of a switch it up. I'm trying to like monitor things. How do I get back to the main stuff? Is it coming through on Facebook? I don't think it is. Facebook is broken. Oh well. Well, thanks, man. You're like my #1 fan lately. Anyway. What should I do with these chords? I don't know, like I haven't practiced music theory that much. So when I'm composing chords, I kind of just screw around and see what sounds cool. I need water. Let me find some chords and I'm going to go grab some water. So like I'll kind of just evaluate each individual note and see what it's doing. actually really, that's probably what I want, what I was going for in the first place. Yeah. Alright. We'll keep it like that for a minute. And then gritty bass. What is gritty bass? It's not really a bass, it's more like a, I don't know, this is Helm? Helm. A lot of people really love Helm. And I only recently got it and just started trying out the presets. This one's called Cracklet. And then I also have a Camel Crusher warming it up. So. Oh, and kind of filtering it. Now you can hear the crackle. What do you mean this ain't me? The sound? That's what I'm hearing. Oh, it's really quiet. Get out of here. Gangsta Swagster. I mean, I like to do a lot of different styles, actually. Honey boy love suckle. Like seriously though, I've had this dilemma for a while actually, that like I've been trying to figure out what is DJ Phazer's niche, because initially it was the whole beatbox thing, and then and beatboxing tends to be more hip hop, and I've dabbled in a lot of hip hop, but I also want to do a lot of other stuff. So that's actually why I came up with a new alias recently called Freedom Emulator, and I think I'm going to start putting out music under Freedom Emulator that's like more electronic and out there. I mean, I've been dabbling in all of it for a long time, but I'm trying to like focus my brand a little bit, or you know, channel different styles of music to their own appropriate brand. Right on. I mean, as long as you like it. As long as I like it, that's all that really matters, is that I'm making music that I enjoy. Because if I'm making music for other people, it doesn't work. You know, it's not always truly inspired. Sometimes it is, you know. Sometimes, like, someone else will suggest things, or, you know, request certain stuff from me, and I'll be like, yeah, actually, I really like that idea, and it'll motivate me. But ultimately, I'm making the music for myself. And that's like a good piece of advice to other musicians and creative types. Just make at the end of the day, you just got to make art for yourself. And it's kind of weird because I don't want to make music just for myself if no one else is gonna hear it. So it's kind of weird. It reminds me, actually, but I am nerdy. I'm a total nerd. That's how I began. My whole roots, dude. My roots are in video, 8-bit, 16-bit video games. Sounds. Dude. Yeah, that was my very, very first adventure in sampling and music production. Is I plugged my Game Boy into with an aux cord into the sound card, just the whatever it came in my family's computer, and it was crap quality, but I recorded the Tetris music and the sound effects. I turned the music off and then played the game in order to capture just these sound effects. And it's great, retro, super retro. And now that I'm getting into this, I gotta use some of these sounds. So that's just what is that? A saw wave? Is that what that is? All right. How can I work those in? Those are going to be percussion. This one's going to be like a crash. Actually, the bip is nice as sort of like a hi-hat. The nerd returned. Yep, going back to my roots, guys. Let's beef up this percussion track a bit. Save while I thinking about it. I was thinking just every 3. Should they be on the same track? Reverse it. Which one? The bip? This little bip? Or this one? I don't know about that. Maybe this thing. It sounds the same. We'll leave that alone. But one thing that I do like, I really love to do this actually a lot. Reverse sweep. And this is another trick that you can do with one of the stock plugins, Reverb, and I've just saved it as my own preset. Reverse sweep, where you make, this is like, this is the stock reverb generator plugin. I make a reverb, I have it filtered a little bit, and then you reverse it, and then the key is this pre-reverb. You have to set the pre-reverb to about the same time that you have the length of the reverb generator set at. So this is a yeah. Oh, are you talking about this one? Maybe. I'll play with that in a minute. But so I got this thing set up. There's nothing on it yet, but I would probably basically I just copy part of another sound onto that track. This, and it's all the way wet, and it generates a preverb, 1 second preverb thing, but on the fly. And I don't, you know, like normally people do this effect by adding reverb onto a sound, rendering it, and then reversing it, and then placing it, which I've done too, and that can be really nice. But if I want a quick and dirty reverse sweep thing, let's do like that. Oh, this bit, I draw a little bit of that up there, and then yeah, depending on the sound you pick, it can sound really nice. Yeah, that's kind of neat. Maybe, you know, so like you listen to how that reverse sweep sounds. Maybe I want it a little higher pitch, so I just pitch up this sample that I placed there. So then it's like a reverse cymbal. Do I want this little blue? Do I want that to repeat? Sure. But okay. Weird. Eh, kind of weird. What? Ethnic big drum samples? Oh. Yeah, I'd probably have to approve the. Can I reopen close? Yeah, there it is. So many things on a thing. Word. I'll see them a little later. I also need to render those stems for you. What was the track? Cafe something. I can't remember what the working title was. Oh, there's so many things. Just so many things. It's Cafe Nation. Cafe Nation. Yeah, that's a good one. So that's day 17. In fact, I could do that right now. Why not? What time am I at? Okay. I've been going for 46 minutes. I'm making music, guys. Making music every day. That's the goal. That's day 17 from last year, which is in here. Day 17. Really? It's just that simple. My dude wants to remix this track. Holy crap, that's loud. Turn off the mastering. Look at all this. So the drums, I'll just break this down real quick. Let's see what I had in here. It's basically mostly sounds that I recorded at the local coffee shop. Just random noises. Wow. This is kind of cool to revisit, actually. So, I don't know what this was. It was just bump. Like maybe I bumped the table or somebody, set something down. And I've got it low passed. But that's just blended 50% with a bunch of resonance. So, basically low passed around 89 hertz. Blended in there. Wow, okay. TDR Nova carving out the sound. So this is my kick, basically. And what, the whole thing? Oh, the whole thing is compressing a little bit. So this is acting as an EQ and a general compressor. And then Camel Crusher for distortion. Oh yeah, it's got the mech distortion on there. And and more compression. So that's my kick, and then there's just a random noise, Those ones are just, yeah, all the rest of the sounds probably just have a basic EQ curve, kind of like that. Tom's clap. Yep. Some noises. That's more like the regular snare. And then this. Isn't that neat? That's that's the ambience. Like this is the real ambience that gives it the character. And then there's something else down here that I had muted. What is it? Oh. Oh god. I think that's what that was probably what I started out with as an idea, but it just repeating like that is really obnoxious. So anyway, it ended up being like this for the drums. And the drum bus itself has stage reverb, Ferric TDS, modern tape saturation, Thrill Seeker VBL, LA Sweet Spot. So this is like compressor saturation kind of thing. And then Nova, to shape it and control it. Oh no, this one's just EQ. There's no compression going on in that one. And then finally, my trusty drum bus parallel compression preset on the TDR feedback compressor. Without all that, oh, it is so dry. All right, man. Yeah, you should get some sleep. Like, what time is it there? It's... Hold on, don't tell me. I got it on my phone. Don't I? Clock? Oh, that ain't bad. It's like 2:30 a.m. over there in India. I used to stay up till 5 a.m. every night. But I will render this stuff out for you. So, I mean, do you want it wet? Do you want it really wet with the reverb, like I have it? Or do you want it dry? I'll leave it however I had it. And then what? Oh, so then there's this little thing. Just a little. That was somebody in the cafe saying, "Yes!" And I just transformed it into a thing. And then, of course, we got bass. And this 8-bit thing. And I guess a piano. Oh, that's not... It's like a digital electronic piano. Tunefish. Plucked. So it's a pluck. I'll rename that pluck. Oh yeah. I think... What is this? Oh, then this is a reverb. Oh, it's just a final mix verb. That doesn't really matter. So all you really need is these 5. Yeah. I'm gonna save this as, give it its own folder, so everything's contained. Cafe Nation. The project is called Cafe Nation. And I'll render you these stems with all the effects and whatever it comes with, but not the mix verb. I don't know. Are you gone? Did you go to sleep? I feel like it just got really quiet. Like, I think my refrigerator was running and then it turned off. The compressor. Haha, compressor. Real life compressor. That compresses refrigerant. Man, honestly, the more I like get into, well, what I'm saying is sound engineering is my life, and I see so many analogs with other applications, like other fields in the real world, that I don't know, it's just there's parallels. Like EQing, compression, saturation of audio can maybe be compared to like preparing food, or cooking, or building, like construction. I don't know. I just see various things. I just tend to find patterns I recognize patterns that match up to the ways that I make music, and also the ways that you deal with real life. I can't think of any like really good examples right now. So let me just render this and go get some water because I'm parched. So all you have to do is render tracks to stereo. Stereo? Yeah, why not? All of them. Render selected area to stereo stem tracks. I think that's how I usually do it. You could also use the render dialog, I think, and stems selected tracks. Wow, there's so many options. Selected tracks and all that. But I think it's easier to just do this. Render selected area of tracks to stereo stem tracks and mute originals. Okay. I'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. I'll play a song. Here's a new song that I made a while ago. Oh, you can't hear it. Can you? Can you? Unless I unmute. And we're back. I'm gonna be honest, I think trying to live stream while I produce a beat is just ultimately really distracting for me. Because I'm already ADHD, whatever. I don't know. Let's not get into all that. I know that dude playing that music. Okay. Whatever, there's Cafe Nation. didn't realize there was such a long tail on some of this. Alright, back to this. And this was the Cafe Nation that I just rendered. Stems for my dude, Aw Yang, to remix. Heck, maybe I'll even post them up somewhere and for anybody else to remix if they want. Challenge, new music challenge, remix my track, please. It would be cool. It would be cool for everyone involved. So I'm gonna save this and I'll send those off to him later. Back to today's track. Let's try to finish it up. Actually, yeah, this was going somewhere really cool, remember? The drums. Oh, I put elements on here and I didn't even, like, I forgot all about it. Let's turn that off and turn that off, and we'll just have the maximizer. It's usually recommended to be like this, and I don't know, say like that. You know, Ozone 8 elements. If you're watching right now and you're a producer, go get it. It's free until midnight tonight. Just a basic mastering suite with an equalizer, stereo imager, and a limiter, maximizer limiter. And it's also got this sweet master assistant, which is like an automatic mode. So you play your track. Normally this is used like after you're done mixing, after you have like a finished track and you're just trying to make it loud. So you load up a finished pre-mastered track, you know, a mixed track, and then you just play it and let this thing kind of scan it, and it automatically picks reasonable, you know, sensible levels for the EQ. Like, it comes up with an auto EQ. It leaves this off. You can tweak that to your liking, and then it picks a level for the maximizer. So, you know, Master Assistant, it comes up with a reasonable starting point for you to master your track. I recommend it. If you don't have anything else, if you're starting off, pretty good. Whatever, I'll leave that on there just for some loudness so we can hear it better while we're designing it. I want something else for a sweep sound right there. This is cool. You hear that? It's just a little thing, just a little accent. It makes all the difference. So I guess we're making a retro Game Boy-esque house track or something like that. Got these chords. Let's add a separate bass track that's... Wait. Do I want the bass to be sidechained as well? Probably. But let's see how it sounds without it. So I need some kind of bass sound in there. Oh yeah, I had an idea and then I didn't get it down. Let's see if I remember it. That's it. Let's lay that down. So that's like a little melody, rhythm melody thing that's gonna go in there. Let's set a loop. Did I end up putting a sound right there? Hold on. Actually, that's alright. That's cool as it is. But I will put this over here too. So it's symmetrical. And we got a nice phrase. But down here, we got this gritty bass thing that I'm gonna record in. Crank it up a little bit. Which octave? I can always change it. I screwed it up. Okay. Usually what I do when I'm trying to record anything is I set a loop and I kind of give myself the freedom to mess up the first time and let it loop around and nail it the second time. Or, you know, let it loop as many times as you need to get it the way you want it. Now I'm just getting sloppy. We can salvage that. So there was this high part. Yeah, there's this high part. I do this to myself a lot actually because I record too much material and then I have a really hard time what's the word? Refining it into just what I need. But okay, so let's turn the drums down or something. Or the Tetris noises, let's make those a little quieter. Yeah, that's good. Let's just glue that and then clean it up a little bit. What's it doing over here? A lot of times what I'll do is hit quantize. Wait a minute. We need probably 16th notes. Right? Yeah, I think so. So I'll hit quantize, but not 100%. Like maybe like 70, or yeah, something like that. Like tighten up the timing, but not completely. Like leave a little bit of that human characteristic that I naturally played in, because I kind of suck at timing. I suck at playing things in time, honestly. Oh, see, it screwed it up over there, though. Alright, that looks good. What else we got? Bells? I'm just playing just the, well, in this case, they're black keys, but normally they're the white keys. Just because I don't know much about, playing keyboard. I was never formally trained to play piano. I really wish nothing you can do about it other than take piano lessons in my adulthood. I'm 32 now. It's not impossible, but can you just imagine, like, I see all these really talented musicians that were formally trained to play piano starting at like 5 years old. And I mean, it's not that someone my age can't learn, but when you are trained for something at 5 years old, it makes such a big difference, Like, it becomes second nature. In order for playing piano to become second nature to me at this point would take a lot of work. And basically what I'm saying is my brain is not a sponge anymore. The way that a child's brain is a sponge, it's just not the same. Like, nothing compares. That's probably why I end up writing the kinds of melodies that I do, because they are greatly influenced by the Nintendo games that I played when I was 10. What's this other synth? That's cool. I could just double this. This is what I do a lot of times, is I'm just really lazy, copy paste. Let's see how it sounds. Super fat. Or like maybe let's chop this in half again. I don't need this. And then transpose this one up an octave and this one down an octave so that they kind of trade places with the other synth line. See how that sounds. I really want this last note to be right there, though. That's how I originally wanted it. Back to the chords. Yeah. So that's what I would do. I think I should, at this point, I should probably lay out an arrangement, like expand this loop, start laying out an arrangement, and then play a solo on this bell. Or I think I'd rather pull out a piano, like a real piano sound. Or I wanted to play with strings. Oh, I guess the strings. I would do strings instead of Rhodes. I was thinking more of like a string arpeggio. Yeah, let's just do that. You know, if you have an idea, don't waste time. Just try it. So strings. Is anybody still watching? I mean, I see a couple people are tuned into the stream. I'm just wondering, like, how into it you are. But strings. I'm kind of curious to anybody watching later on or right now. What's your favorite string VST? Because I have a few that I could use. Oh, I forgot I have addictive keys. I snagged that when it was free. They were giving away one of the addictive keys things for free. They're really nice. Ample bass. I'm looking for strings. Contact. Contact has some decent strings. Labs has some nice strings. Or I could do synth. You know, synth strings. There's this. This plugin is kind of unstable though. It crashes. It'll crash my DAW sometimes. Let's go with Contact. Because these are really nice. Where is it? Orchestral strings. String ensemble. Beautiful strings. And you know, there's sustain. Okay, let me just put let me copy the chords. Oh, that's not what I was gonna do, right? I was gonna come up with something else. I'll tell you what though, I am going to just copy the chords, but I'm going to make it an arpeggio with a little device. But let's hear how they sound. So beautiful. I love strings, and this is such a great one. So they're very responsive to velocity, but there's also all these articulations. So there's sustain, there's forte piano, yeah, and then there's this thing, sforzano. Wait, what is that? Those two are really similar. And then there's this one. I love staccato. That's what you would use for arpeggios. So it's like tremolo. And there's pizzy. I didn't even put... Wait. Oh, is that this delay that's happening? It's got its own reverb. That's dry. Yeah. Let's expand this. This is the point in the production process. I'm going on like an hour and a half almost already, but I'm on a roll. Like, this is normally what it's like. It takes a few hours to really come up with something good. Sometimes the magic happens in very short period of time, but it usually takes quite a bit of work. So I'm gonna double this. And like, I don't know. I think I'm due for a break. To have a snack or something. Maybe go for a walk, but it's really nasty outside. It's getting cold. And it's been really rainy here in Michigan. America's high five. I live here. And it's getting cold and nasty out there. So, but this is the trick that you can do with the strings is you can select these different articulations by playing these really low notes. And I would select, like, what's the next one I'm gonna want to do? Actually, I like that staccato. I like them all. You know, when I start playing with these strings, I just want to create some amalgamation of all of the different articulations. I could just duplicate this track a bunch of times, I guess. But just for funsies, my original idea, let's see how it sounds with the arpeggiator. This is one of the programmatic. It's called a JS plugin. I forget what JS is. It's similar to JavaScript, but that's not what it is. Is it? Is it JavaScript? I think it's JavaScript syntax actually. But you can design your own plugins basically that do all kinds of stuff. And there's just a basic MIDI arpeggiator. that transforms chords, sustained chord notes, into arpeggios. There's a ton of birds playing on my car right now. What's it sound like? Oh. Oh, haha, it kind of needs to go before the plugin. Can you even see that? You can barely see that. Oh, faster though. Like 4. Up. Note length shorter. Triplets. And you can add in, oh, let's leave that there. That's better. You can add in variants so that it will, for example, play an octave up. That's kind of weird. Wait, what happens if you... What if it's like this? Leave it on up. Man, what do you guys think? Do you like that triplet feel, or should I go with something more straight? Whoa! I'm not gonna lie, I could play with arpeggios all day. I mean, arpeggiators. The ones that... Like, I can't actually play stuff like that, but I could mess with something that generates arpeggios for hours. This tickles my brain so good. Five? Craziness. No, I think 3 is kind of what I'm looking for. Let's try it with pizzicato though. What happened to my... I muted the delay. That's my atmosphere. It like out to the sides. What happened to my side chain? Is it still? Oh, okay. It's still there, but it's only active if I solo the channel that has it. I'm getting closer. We're getting closer to something real. I want this Rhodes to have the LFO. See, that's just boring. If we turn this on. Yeah, we're getting closer to something cool. The only thing, like, this is a pretty cool free piano plugin. Piano, virtual piano instrument that also has Rhodes and electric piano. And it's got this nice LFO feature like this, but here's the problem. If you put the depth, like if you only want just a little bit of LFO, I'll show you. If I turn it down, if I turn this down, it becomes completely silent. Like, what if I just want this much LFO? Now it's there, but it's really quiet. I don't know. Somewhere around the middle is... That's probably what I want. Yep. I gotta take a break. And when I come back, I'm probably gonna end the stream. Because I've been going for a while. But when I come back, the task is going to be to stretch out the arrangement, lay it all out as a full track and figure out like how it the intro and then how it drops. Basically how it progresses, how the energy builds and breaks away. Like I could add some beat drops. In fact, like right here, so these first two sections are basically the intro, and then right here I want it to really jump. So probably what I can do actually what I would do here is drop out all the chords probably. And I need a proper bass line, and it's just gonna get really gritty and dirty but sparse, you know? Like for the intro, there's these nice chords and there's all this beautiful stuff building and building, and then it's going to suddenly become very sparse, but with something like it really in your face and gritty. And part of that is like part of building a nice drop is taking things away before it happens. So this would be where I mute the kick and snare. And you know, these things are getting tired. Actually, the synth probably shouldn't come in until then. Yeah, that's what I really wanted to do. So, like this thing down here is that comes in, but the other thing doesn't join it. Like that's basically a double, like a backup that thickens it up. All right, I'm sorry. I'm really on a roll today. I just can't stop. One of the things with that is gonna be chorus. And saturation, you know, basically beef it up because it's just doubling the same line, but making it. My subwoofer is right here, and I either put my feet up on it or it's just in my way. But it's all good. I don't sit here very long at a time unless I'm live streaming while I make music for End of Stoptober. Do something. What was I? Oh, I was just gonna put a yeah. Control it a little bit. Oh yeah. Yep. And then we need a real bass. Still sitting here with nothing on it. What's my bass? We could do this. Good old Tal bassline synth. No? Oh. Oh. All right. Well, let's just. That's just the default initialized patch, but there's so many good ones. Love it. Ornamento. This is one of my favorites. But honestly, this is really close to this gritty bass sound that I already have, actually. This gritty bass. Well, this isn't a like I call it a gritty bass, but it doesn't have the sub frequencies. Tired. Gotta take a break. This one has a lot of potential. And so I'm going to try to finish something up with it and post it online afterwards, but really this has been my exercise for today, and I've spent a lot more time on it already than I'm going to be able to do for the rest of the month. So this is a good one. What is this? Cal bass. We'll come back to that. If anything, I can just copy this. Oh, but like an octave down at least. Yeah, like that. So the main leads, I don't even have a one of these on here. What is my this? No. Well, yeah, okay. I can just start from this. Make sure it's high passed around here. So all the leads, I'm rolling off everything below around 100 hertz on the lead, the entire lead bus, so that the bass can breathe. I'll put the same thing on the bass bus. Maybe totally squash. Totally squash it. Roll off everything, all the highs. And boost. Something like that. Oh, I wasn't even listening to it. I don't know if you can see it very well, but in the analyzer of this TDR Nova, the 20 hertz line has a dotted line, which is a hint that anything below 20 hertz you definitely can't hear. So it's a good idea, even on the sub bass, to roll off everything below 20 hertz. Yeah. Except here, I'm gonna want some really nice big sweep sound. Yep, basically like this. There is, I don't know if it's a bug or just a side effect artifact with this reverse sweep, the way that I'm doing the reverse sweep thing, reverse reverb. Every once in a while, it doesn't it doesn't act the way that I expect it to. It's kind of like you'll hear like more than one of the desired reverse sweep sounds, and it actually sounds really cool when it does it, but I can never predict when it's going to do that. Regardless, I think we've got the basis of a track here. I just need to expand the arrangement and accentuate things a little more, and then work on the mix balance. But this is cool. Alrighty. So that's about all I got today. I'm DJ Phazer. This is end of Stoptober, day 2. I suppose what I'll do now is I'll just play the whole thing. Wait a minute. Yeah. Alright. I know you've been hearing it over and over again already. So never mind. I won't torture you with that. I'll play something for an outro and I'm out of here. Thanks for tuning in. Whether you've been watching the whole time right now or if you're watching this later on. Here's a quick little there's another challenge on the You Suck at Producing Discord to make a piece of music that's exactly 6.5 seconds long. No longer, like, and it's the challenge was to make something like a startup sound, for such as the Windows 95 startup sound or the PlayStation sound startup sound. And this is the one I made. Isn't that pretty cool? There's some fireworks sounds in there. But, alright. Yeah, I'll leave you with the first track from Freedom Emulator, forthcoming whenever I get around to it, called Life Forms Part 1. Peace out, guys.